Okay. All right, I got 2 already situated. I gotta get 1 more. No, actually 2 more. 2 more, and then we should be good. So I don't know what's going on with YouTube, but hopefully they're sending out notifications, because they have not as of late. One of the reasons why I tell you guys to like the video when you come on, because when you like the video, YouTube does send out more notifications for some reason. It's like they use that as a benchmark, and they will notify people because you liked it. So please like the video when you first come on, if you don't mind. I know most of you do, but some of you, it's easy to not do it also. But it helps the live stream to get out to more folks so that they get notified. You know. All right. All right, so everything is shared. Let me see if I can go over to the chat, get that up. And I believe that my time is also set, so that should be good. All right, so we should be good. All right. So what's happening, folks? What's happening? Let's see who we got here. Rich is in the building. What's going on, Gilbert? What's up, Shahara? Jay Carly. Yeah, Rich was #1 today. Yes, he was. He was standing in for you. Y'all are hilarious. Robert, what's going on? Yeah, that's a good way to look at it. The like is the course of entry. There you go. And I see Damon. What's up, Damon? All right, cool. Robert, you said you trade in weeklies. You trading on NADEX, right? Oh, and before I even say anything else, let me just reiterate what the subject of the live stream actually is. Skills that will be valuable after the pandemic. That is the theme today. So we're gonna try to go in that direction. But you know how it gets lost every day because we start talking about all type of stuff. What's happening, Daniel? Okay, cool. Oh man, I'm not paying attention to this euro. This euro's looking like it's it right here. Let me see what this do at the end. Let's see if it got what it takes. Mm-hmm. Nope. Ooh. 3 seconds. Nope. 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 Man, I love what we do. Now, mind you, I think it actually held up by 1 micro at the end, but no, it ain't. There's no need to be trying to cut it that close with that type of behavior present. That was a 3 second joint right there. That was crazy. Walker, you saw that, right? Now, mind you, just to clarify, that wasn't one of those, you know, fast pullbacks. That was like a slow death. If that didn't hold above, you died slow. Man. Overall though, the EU behavior is getting there though. It is. But man, somebody that just jumped the gun and just took it, they was feeling real good and real cocky at first. They was like, yeah, I got this. They was like, yo, they was talking they shit. 5 seconds, they was like, they was still talking. It was like, all right, that's only one. 4 seconds, oh, that's only two. 3 seconds, 3, 2, 1. Man, Lord have mercy. See, I love the fact that we know everything that glitters ain't gold, damn it. Shit. Everything that glitters ain't gold. GU slowing down a bit also. All right, let me pull that one up to as well so I can take a look at that with y'all. And y'all excuse me if I sound a little stuffy. The pollen count is high today. I knew immediately. I didn't even have to listen to the news to know. Because my body reacts when the spring, when the pollen starts coming, like that first pollen, man, my body reacts to that shit immediately. In the house. Then as soon as I step out the door, forget about it. Shahar, you need that blanket, huh? Yeah, yo, when I was a kid, my allergies was horrible. Yo. And it's so crazy because when you little, it's kind of like, well, at least back during my time when I was growing up, it's like you knew that it was coming every year and you just dealt with it. Like you didn't try to, I didn't take a lot of medicines and stuff. I never did that. It just was like, all right, well, spring is here, so itchy eyes, stuffy nose, it is what it is. I just dealt with it, you know? That's crazy. It's crazy. Yeah, I'm gonna get that for you, Shahara. I will get it for you. Jay Carly says subconscious training has opened the portal. You was singing the same song at the same time? Really? Wow. What song was it? Now I'm looking at this one on the Euro. Let's see if that. Oop, it's still there. I could look at that. It's still there. It's still there acting funny. Nope. Deception. Deception. All right. Oh, what song was I singing the other day? I was singing Beauty School Dropout. I think I did that the other night on training. Ramon didn't know what it was, of course. Rich said I could smell that high count instantly. Yeah, man, that pollen is no joke. Walker said he feels it in his knees. It's crazy, man. Yep. But I am glad it doesn't last that long for me personally. Like it'll hit me. It'll last like a day or two at the most, and then like my body adjusts to the pollen. So then I'll be alright. Rihanna. It's funny. I'm not really a Rihanna fan like that, but she got a couple of songs I like. But that's a good one. That's a good one. It got a ring to it. Well, the odds are high because you are connected through the vibe. So I'm not surprised. I don't even be surprised no more. It gives me goosebumps, but I'm definitely not surprised when I hear about stuff. You know what I mean? It's crazy. Damon said, "Market like a fine chick that don't really like you like that, but she playing games." Indeed. Yup. Marcus like, "Oh, you thought you was gonna get a kiss?" No, I decided not to. I think I'm gonna wait. That's how the market be. The market be like, I think I'm gonna wait. It's still too early. That's what the market be telling you. And you still like this. Market's like, nope. Man. Oh, you put in the ladies chat? Wow. Yeah, that's about right. Lewis said, "Mom's bad. Seems like it's getting worse." Yeah, man. The allergies is another whole nother issue to deal with every year. Like, I know some people that get it real bad. Like they be taking all type of stuff, Sudafed, Mucinex, everything. They just be taking whatever they can to try to, get through it. Yeah, that pollen is something else. All right, let me take one more look at this euro. Let me see what this is doing now. Nope. That shit's still doing the shake and bake. Damn it, it ain't too early for that last dude you was with. Moolah. Market commentary 225, top 3 in my eyes. Ooh, I know about 225. Wait, let me look that up real quick because I think I know exactly what you're talking about. Let me see what I was wearing that day. I be identifying the lives by what I had on. That shit is crazy. Let me see something. 225, 225. First of all, it's insane that this is 260 plus live streams. That's retarded. Like that's just YouTube lives. That shit is crazy to me. All right, where is it? He said 225. I gotta go way back. And they switched up this YouTube also. They got something now called YouTube Studio. It's like it's nice. The interface is better, but you got to get used to it. So they were allowing you to go back to the old version, which of course you know I'm gonna do until they just take it away. So they literally took it away yesterday, which is forcing me to use the new version. So now I gotta do it. I don't have no choice. I gotta use it. See, like where I'm looking, the lives are not even here. They have a whole separate tab now for the live streams, and I gotta remember that because I'm looking. I'm like, why am I not seeing any lives? They got a whole separate tab for lives now in the YouTube Studio and like on your YouTube channel. So I got to get used to that now. And then I can't see the number. Oh man, how I'm supposed to know? I can't even see the number. It's not. How am I supposed to see it? Hold on, man. Oh, I got to go into the edit. All right, so that's 235. So let me keep going back. Let me show 50 of them. Let me see which one this is. This is all right, 217, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. Purple hat. Oh, that was the Valentine's Day. Oh, yo, that one was hard. I found it, Moolah. Yes. I had the purple cap on and I had the TeamAlliance hoodie on. All right. I found it. Yes, the Valentine's Day. Yeah, that was hard. That whole live stood out. That's a good question, Jay Carly. But that live was hard. I know exactly why he's saying that. You know, I can't take that glare. My OCD kicked in right away. Yeah, that was hard. I'm gonna watch that today, matter of fact. Yup. Yeah, Shahar says she remember it too. My allergies were damn near morph into strep every year for a while. My allergies haven't been bad in years, thank God. Yes, it's weird because it's like I kind of grew out of it for years. But now, as I'm getting older, I'm seeing that my body is starting to respond now again. This has been for the last couple of years now, and not respond bad, but just it's like I could tell that it's pollen. I know exactly what that feels like in here. Nothing else feels like that. I know that feeling from when I was a kid, and I really used to suffer with it. But you know, I'm still grateful that it's still light work. It's nothing like it was when I was younger. So you gotta be grateful because it could have been worse. It could always be worse. Euro is still doing too much. Yeah, the euro's still doing too much. All right, well, it'll get there. It'll get there. Slow and steady. Robert said that's why I'm doing the weekly. Robert, you said that's why you're doing weekly. I missed the reason why. Why are you doing the weeklies? Yeah, that was that's crazy. January 23rd, 2019. Wow. So how was that possible? That's possible. Yeah, because I do a live stream every day. So I do a live stream. That's 5 days a week. Because I'm thinking about that time. I'm like, so January to April is like a year and 4 months, which is 16 months. And it's 260 something, I think, now we up to. Yeah, that's about right. Yeah, hay fever. Yeah. Yep. Yep. Yeah, man. Lewis, couldn't hear you last night, but saw it. You couldn't hear the trainer last night, Lewis? You talking about the live training? How were you accessing? What you were using the app or you were on the computer? Yeah, Moolah, I remember that. Matter of fact, I think towards the end of that, we started playing music, right? If I remember that live, I think we started playing music at the end of it too. Yeah, it was pitch black outside. Yes. Jay Carter said I only missed 1 day for the live stream. What day was it? What was I doing? I'm wondering what day it was. Why did I miss that day? Because that's crazy within itself. I only missed 1 day. I didn't even realize that. Yeah, that was a good music night, right? Yeah, I remember that. Oh, the day I was in the blanket. That was this week, matter of fact. Was that this week? No, that was last week, I think. Yo, the blanket is the reason I missed the live stream, yo. If it is, that's hilarious. Yeah, that blanket is powerful. That was last week? Okay. Yo, all praises due to the blanket, yo. That's a powerful blanket. I did. I remember that. I was like, yo, I can't. I'm not getting up. I was just like, I'm not getting up today. Look, she said I need that link ASAP. I got you. Walker said that he want one. Yo, that blanket is no joke, man. I got you. Oh snap, that's funny. Yep, and I remember too because when I bought that, I actually was buying my mother a blanket because she loves a plush blanket. Like that's her thing. A nice comfortable blanket, like I guess it's called a throw blanket, right? That you throw like on your legs. So she likes throw blankets, but I got her throw blanket, but it's actually a real blanket though. Like it was heavy. It was heavy and nice and warm. So I got her one, and then I saw the one that I got. I was like, wait, and I felt it, and I was like, oh, hold up, wait a minute. I was like, what is that velvet? I was rubbing the blanket. I was like, ooh, oh shit, I gotta get this. So I grabbed it, and I had that blanket ever since Christmas. And I always knew that I was gonna open it eventually, but I was like, I'm gonna just save it, cause I don't want it's like that blanket is special. There's something about that blanket. And I opened that blanket whenever that was, like last week or whenever it was, yo, it was a wrap. Like it was all over. I was like, damn, man, the hell is on this blanket? Even the cat came over. He was on the blanket doing like this, pressing his paws on the blanket. I was like, if you don't get the hell off my blanket, man. Yep, that blanket, man. Yeah, only you caught that, Mark. Jay Carly caught it too. Oh man. I'm gonna have everybody with the same blanket. Oh shit. Yeah. That was exactly. Cause I knew that she was gonna be on the blanket as soon as she got under it. So I kept trying to keep her away from it. The other night she gets under it. What happens? She takes over the other half of the blanket. That's why I got the biggest blanket that they had, because I knew that she was gonna do that. And she liked to hog the blanket and pull it over her and wrap up in it. I'm like, you can't do all of that with us both under here. You got to share the blanket. She's a blanket hog, so, but she can't hog this blanket. It's big, like it's huge. So it's enough for us both to wrap up in. Yeah, definitely a good pillow with it. Definitely. Yeah, the kids wanted in on it too, and I was like, nope. My daughter asked me yesterday, can I borrow your blanket? No. Yeah, she liked to wrap up like a burrito. Yes. Yes, she does. All selfish with it. That is funny. What's up, Joey? Joey, I don't really know too much about the 5G, to be honest with you. Like I'm hearing a lot about um I guess the main thing I'm hearing a lot of is that it causes the same symptoms as this coronavirus in people, and that the timing of the coronavirus has something to do with the release of the 5G. Like that's what I heard. But again, like I always just wait and observe and just listen. But I really don't know that much about it yet to be able to really have, an opinion about it. Just to be honest. Lewis said, like the hell out of 301, 336. Yeah, definitely. Though, like those are just a given. Like anything else that we talk about is just really in addition to anything. Well, in addition to those main ones, like especially 301. 301 is every day regardless. But like if I incorporate something else, a lot of times it'll be a live stream. And I also have specific trainings that I like to do as well. Like when I'm in that mode, then sometimes I'm just in 301 mode and I'm just on 301 all day. Like I was like that the other day, 2 nights ago, when I watched it 10 times. Yeah, but as I find out more information about it that I think is valuable, I'm pretty sure that I'll get enough information to have an opinion about it. I mean, I don't really have that much opinion about coronavirus, to be honest with you. I really don't. I think that a lot of stuff has to kind of pass for us to get way more information than we have right now. Um, just the fact that this shit could be what they're saying that it is enough for you to, take precaution. If you're someone that doesn't like to, in my opinion, I'm like, well, stay the hell away from everybody, you know, and sanitize. Like, just be more clean. Just be cleanlier. I don't even know if that's a word, but it's a word now. Be cleanlier. Yeah, Vito, that blanket hit me hard, man. That Vito gave me the Mike Tyson punch. Yep. Yeah, definitely stop touching your face all the time. Definitely. And people stop touching everything with your gloves. Like, come on, yo. Stop touching everything with your gloves, man. It's also coming up as pink eye. You talking about 5G or you talking about the virus? Talking about the virus, right? Payleys, we're still talking about COVID 955. I'm done with that. Eat healthy and stay away from dirty people. Yeah, yeah. Keep your soldiers up, like your immunity, your immune system. You gotta work on that every day, and not just because it's of now. Like, just period. Eat healthier. I know with some people out there, they ain't have a salad in 10 years. Like, come on, man. Yep. Cleanliness is close to godliness. That's a fact. Rich said, not a lot we can do, so it's best to focus on what we can. That's right. Yep. But I'm telling the truth though. Right. Right. If you go to the bathroom once a week, bruh, you need to clean. Like, get some prune juice. Get some prune juice, heat it up, and drink some prune juice. Like, you need to clear out your colon, man. For real, man. You be free. You 47. You ain't had a salad since you was 35. Nah, man. And like, we laughing about it, but you know that's a fact. Somebody out there did that shit. 47, man. Come on. He said it really, really started in 2019. Yeah, it did. Rich said, eat what you can before the wheat and rice starts running out. She said that piss straight acid. Yo, your piss is straight ammonia. Straight ammonia. You pissing out ammonia. Skills that will be valuable after the pandemic. Thank you, Jay Carly. Thank you, Jay Carly. Because I kept trying to go to it, but the comments kept coming. The comments keep shifting us. But yeah, so subject of this live is supposed to be, what skills are going to be valuable after this pandemic is over with? Which is another great topic, another great area of discussion. So, of course, we can provide some value. Oh, what skills are out there? So, just from observation, what I'm seeing right now, as far as what there is actual demand for, because we see obviously that there are a lot of jobs that are not currently active, but at the same time, there is high demand for many other jobs. Of course, if you're willing to be out and about, delivery people, stores, like supermarkets and whatever stores actually are allowing you to come in and get your goods. So I guess like Target, Walmart, these places are hiring. They're looking for people. Um, definitely. I don't even know what you would call it, but whoever cleans like inside of like buildings, people that clean inside of establishments, is that I guess maintenance. So maintenance would be another one. Um, yeah, definitely the medical field. Now the medical field is very interesting because the medical field is vast. So there's a lot within it. Like there's like maintenance inside of hospitals. That's a big one right now. Doing maintenance in the hospital. That's a biggie because that's a constant thing. Like the nurses are not doing maintenance. They still got maintenance people that do maintenance in the actual hospital. So that's another big one. Um, yeah, shit. They right? Yeah, yeah, hell yeah. Rich said they're gonna soon have sanitizer jobs. Yes. The when I went to the ATM machine, there was a guy sanitizing everything in the ATM atrium. I was like, wow. Like he was straight sanitizing. And he actually does that every day. So I'm like, wow, he got a job. You know what I'm saying? Because you have to be doing that every day, especially now to keep the human contact down. So that's definitely another big one. Delivery gonna take off again as less want to travel. Yep. Yeah, I mean it really has already. Believe it or not, I think right now UPS got the most workers I ever seen. UPS is out here. Literally, I see UPS every single day and FedEx. I see them more than the Postal Service. So definitely, that's a good one. Mula said truck drivers. Hell yeah. Um, Rich said long gone are the French kissing days. No more swap and spit, huh? Adele, I made a decent amount yesterday delivering snacks and only worked 4 hours. Wow. Adele, when you say delivering, like through what company? Like through the company that you work for? Or you talking about like Postmates or Uber Eats or something? GoPuff. Is that an app? That's your side hustle. Okay. Got you. Rich said, when I lived in Norway, they would clean the streets every single night and there was zero litter, such a clean place. Yeah, Norway is like how Canada is. I remember when I went to Canada for the first time, I was bugging. They was like, yo, don't spit. Like that's the first thing they told me. They said, don't spit on the ground. Like they don't do that here. Do not spit on the ground. They deliver convenience store snacks and wine and beer. Oh, that's local. Nice. Adele she getting that money in the neighborhood. Come on now. It's a lot of local shit that I be seeing too. Like I see stuff going on with like this like local pizza shops and convenience stores. They still hustling. They grinding. It's heavy delivery drivers that's out here with them little motorbikes, them little like mopeds. They out here delivering every day. That's another big one. Shahara said, clearly I'm in the wrong country. You ready to go to Norway, Shahara? Norway and Sweden. Trucking soon. Rich said, Lamar, I've been looking to invest into another business or something to generate more income, and there was nothing. There's something, Lamar. You got to, I mean, right now, if you're looking to do that right now at this very moment, you got to be creative, I think. It has to be logistically something that makes sense. Like there has to be demand for it right now. If you're looking at a business to do right now, you got to look at what people are asking for or wanting now. Like what do people want right now? You know they're going to eat every day. They got to go to the supermarket every, couple of days or however often. So anything along the lines of delivering is a business. But I mean, but you, of course, you would be competing with so many other things because there's a lot of delivery services already available. Like a lot. Like Adele just told me, she just mentioned the one that's local. That's local, whatever that is. GoPuff, she said. Yeah, she said there's a lot, especially in the service business. Paley, is Corona going on? People still ordering food from restaurants. They don't care, so might as well serve them poison. Oh, shit. J. Carr said they're supposed to be able to deliver liquor, but I haven't seen it yet. They do it. They do it. Joey said bathroom man who be chilling with the black mild in the mouth. The dude at the club, in the club bathroom. Hand you your napkins. Ernest, what up? Rich said the business now is one that's forward thinking. No doubt. Ernest, you doing your homeschool too, huh? Yeah, I was just doing that before I left just now with these kids. They got the attention span of a gnat. Lamar, they involve too much work. Restaurants, supermarkets, and a lot of overheads. I used to do something similar to Uber Eats, and the pay is not good. Lamar, you asking for a lot, man. Come on, man. You know anything that you're gonna be doing is gonna require work, unless it's trading. Trading is the only thing that is not really like nothing else. Like I know that it could easily have you spoiled. You know what I'm saying? That's why it's so funny because like what we talking about now with the businesses, I damn near gave up on really thinking about anything because I'm like, it's really nothing better than what I'm already doing. How many conversations and dialogues have we had about this? We like literally, I be trying to figure out if there's something else that I would even be remotely interested in. And like, I kind of understand what you're saying about the work. Like, why do I got to do all of this when I can just pull this out and do what I do? I can walk around with this anywhere I go and just wait for money to come. It's different, man. It hit different. Let me take a look at this euro real quick. Come on, euro, what you looking like? What you looking like, euro? Nope, you're not there yet. You're not there. You're not there, bruh. You're trying to get there, but you ain't there yet. This is how I be talking to the market. Jay Cardi said, I thought you were a full-time trader. I'm confused. I think he's probably just looking for something on the side. Payleys, I order groceries though I'll have enough for a couple of weeks, so I'll wipe it down. Yeah, that whole grocery shit, that shit is a process. Every time we go to the store, gloves, alcohol spraying everywhere, disinfectant wipes, all of that shit. All the bags and all that I keep outside. I don't even bring it in the house. Lamar, I have free time. Jay Carly wanted to invest but can't find anything. Yeah, like, see, Lamar, you know what I did? Instead of like even looking, I just stopped looking. I really did. And all I decided to do was just scale up my contract size and just make more money. That's kind of all I really did. I think that that's probably the only solution, because if you're looking to invest in something for purposes of making more money, then scaling up your current business is the best thing that you could do. If you're looking to invest in something because you love what it is, like just say there's an idea that you have and you want to create something, I don't know, I'm just talking like a product, or um I don't know, maybe you want to open up a lounge, when the time comes, not now, but I'm just saying in the future, you might want to open up a lounge or like a little coffee shop or a little place where people, I'm just saying, I'm just talking right now. But whatever it is that you want to do is because you want to do it. It's not necessarily because you want to make money from doing it. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not an idea where you like, all right, this is $1 million idea right here. I'm gonna open this up and I'll make $1 million. Not that. I'm talking about something that you just are excited about, something that makes you happy and makes you feel good to do. That's a good business to do because it's something you like to do. So you're not as concerned about the money part, because your cash flow, you already got cash flow taken care of. You see what I'm saying? So when you making money from trading, you'll have money to use for whatever you want to use it for. But when I think now in terms of anything that I would do, I'm thinking more in terms of, what do I actually like? Like, what do I actually want to do? Do I want to open up an ice cream shop? You know what I'm saying? Like, maybe, I don't know. I'm just talking, just thinking out loud. Maybe I want to open up a local ice cream parlor or frozen yogurt parlor or a juice bar. You know what I'm saying? Like something simple. Something simple that's not really going to be taxing on me. Something where like one or two people can work in there and hold it down. Something like that. You know what I'm saying? Something small, but something that can sustain itself. But more than anything, something I like. Like, if I opened up a business, it would be just for me to be able to go there and hang out. That's how I think. The only reason for me to have another separate business is just so I can hang out there. That's it. Like, I'm not, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to own a franchise or a McDonald's. I got my own McDonald's. I got my own McDonald's. You see what I'm saying? I don't need that. But if it's like, just say I want to just open up a frozen yogurt spot for kids or something like that. Something that would be attractive to little kids, because I like seeing little kids come and hang out there. Shit like that. It's just something I like. I would do that. So I think that's, his backfire is crazy. I think that's a better thing to do with your money than actually trying to look for something to invest in to make more money, because if you trade, you don't need that. You trade, you can just make more money trading. Does that make sense? Hopefully that makes sense. I mean, it makes perfect sense to me, but of course, I don't know if other people look at it like that. So it's kind of like the order. Trading, number one business on the planet. Once you are in position trading and you're making money, you're gonna have money. Like, you're gonna be just sitting on cash, big cash. That's just there. It's like, damn, got mad money for no reason right now. and you trying to figure out, well, damn, I should do something. I should put it to work. Well, if you want to put it to work with something that you actually like doing, so that it doesn't even, it's not something now that you're investing in and you have an expectation like, oh, I want to build this up and I need to make money from this in a year. Put it in something where you don't even give a shit about making money from it. Like, you don't even care. You just really doing it just so that whatever that is sustains itself. I would be happy to just have something that I like to go to every day and it breaks even. I'll be just fine with that. Like, it pays for itself, I'm good. And if I can, have like a couple of people that work there, so now I can actually provide some jobs, that's awesome. That's awesome. I think that that's way more valuable as an entrepreneur than anything, because you're actually providing value. If you're in position to actually have somebody have a job, that's huge. You're giving somebody a job. And at the same time, whatever the business is, if it's paying for itself, boom, you're good to go. It might do well and you actually make profit. And if you make some profit, then you just, continue to reinvest in the business, or, do whatever you want to do from there. So I think that if you have that frame of mind from the beginning and you don't put expectations on the way that you're investing, because like I said, when you trade already, your cash flow is set. You're going to make money. You're going to be like, damn, he's right. I'm actually making some money now, and I got money all the time. And it's like, it's easy to get antsy and feel like, I don't know what to do with this. Just think, when the last time that you just had 50,000 in the bank, not doing anything, it's just there. You're like, damn, it's like $50,000 right here. What am I going to do with this? You don't have to do anything. Just wait. Just leave it. Continue doing what you're doing. Keep making money and trading. Make money, trading. You see what I'm saying? Your trading business is going to put you in position to make way more than what you're spending on your lifestyle. You know what I'm saying? If you're doing it wisely. So it's not like you increasing your lifestyle and you got all of these expenses that you have to pay for, and now you under pressure to trade. You're not under pressure to trade, which puts you in the best position, because now you can just make money whenever you make money. Next thing you know, you made a bunch of money and you're like, oh shit, I didn't even know I made that much. But now you're seeing like, damn, this is awesome. You're not stressed. You got mad time, right? And you free, really. You don't have any financial limitations. And if you want to, you can invest in something else. But like I said, if you're going to invest in something, actually invest in something that you like and that you don't care about. So it's not like you looking at it like, oh man, I put 20,000 in this business and it's not doing well. Put 20,000 in the business just because you like the business. And don't care about what it does. Like, just, all right, this is what I'm doing, and it is what it is. I'll have at the worst, I'll have somewhere to hang out every day. Worst case scenario, I got somewhere to go every day. So that's how like my thinking is when it comes to that. So he funny. Lamar do not want to do no work. Yo, that's funny. He said it involves too much work for me. Hey, that's not a bad idea. He said good restaurant so I don't have to make the food. There you go. There you go. There's an idea right there. Find yourself a real good chef that cooks how you like to eat, and open up a little small restaurant. Not big, small, like storefront, with like 3 tables in there. And start small. Be like, all right, I like to eat here. I'm my best customer. And like I'm joking, but I'm actually serious. Like, open up a little storefront and find a chef, like, It might be somebody in your family. You might got a cousin that could cook. Tell your cousin, yo, I want you to make these dishes right here. This is what I like to eat. And let your cousin cook. And if you love it and it tastes how you like, you know what I'm saying? Hire your cousin. Yo, I want you to cook in here. I'm opening up this little restaurant. It's real small. I want you to cook in here. You want a job? All right, cool. I be throwing out some good ideas, man. These are excellent ideas, I must say. G Manelli, what's going on? Just signed up. What's next? All right, let me see. Is that G Manelli? You're Gladstone, I'm assuming. Okay. All right, I'm gonna set you up right now. The first thing I want you to do is to send me a friend request on Facebook. So let me actually. I'm gonna post it in this chat right here. That's my Facebook right there. Send me a friend request there on Facebook, and then I'll get everything set up for you from there. But right now, you'll get an email. I'm assuming that the email, the Outlook.com, that's the one that you use, or did you have another one that you use? Man, it's hot in here. Come on, time to turn all this off. This is hot. All right, let me see something. Okay, all right, so the email you should get now. And also just send me the friend request on Facebook. So when I see that, then I'll set you up on Facebook. All right, and also, there was one more thing I had meant to do. All right, so that's done too. All right, cool. So we are good. Damn, I didn't see that 425 euro. Any of y'all watching the euro? Did y'all see the 425? I'm over here talking about restaurants. It's priced out. 2 micro pip gap up. Okay. 3 to 5 priced out. All right, cool. Thank you, gentlemen. Let me see. So Lamar, you like that idea? Ernest said, I don't know if Lamar is just lazy or he just don't want to do shit. That's funny. Euro right now looking awesome. Let me see what the pound looks like. See what this pound is looking like. Pound got a little bit of pound got a little bit of center candle in it. Got a wick. Got a wick back there. Center candle. Lewis, I love trading because it lets you be free. I can travel while making money. See, Lewis, you could do that too. Like, it's so much you could do as a trader. It's crazy. You could do whatever you want. Lamar said, I put in many years in trading. Now I need to relax and enjoy. Lamar, how many years you been trading for? How many years you been in the market for? Payleys, if you don't want to take a risk, buy a treasury bond if you're interested in bonds, but they offer only 1%. Payleys, that's garbage. I'm sorry. I don't mean to just say it like that, but that's trash. Straight garbage. Straight garbage. David, the more bond prices fluctuate with interest rates, there is an inverse relationship. So if rates go up, the bond price goes down. If rates go down, then the bond price goes up. Right. But bonds are garbage, though. I'm just saying. Lamar, I can make 20% or more in trading, so maybe I stick to what I'm doing and open a little restaurant like Mark said. I think that's a great idea because, like I said, it's perspective. It's perspective. If you trade, you don't need another business. This is what I had to realize. I've always been entrepreneurial, so I can't help it. I can't help but think like that. But trading the way that we do, no limitation to how much money we can make. It's not that you don't need nothing else, man. You don't need anything else. So if anything, you'll have money to do stuff with that you want to do. You might want to travel. You might want to open up a side business, and you're self-funded. This is how I want you to realize, like, you're in the position. Many of you will be in this position once you get to the position where I'm referring to. You'll be self-funded. So you know how, like, somebody has a dream to do something, to open up some type of business. Oh, it's my dream to open up a daycare center and blah blah blah. They're looking for financial resources to open up that business and pursue their dream. If you trade and you have a dream to do something, you can do it you're self-funded. Like, listen to what I'm saying. You're the bank. You don't have to go to the bank to get no money to open up a business. You're the bank. There's no other profession that can say that. We can say that because that's what it is. You're the bank. You don't got to go to the bank. You don't need grants. You don't need none of that shit. The very thing everybody that is looking to achieve as a business owner, we have already. Like, listen to what I'm saying. Somebody opens up a business, their dream is to become profitable eventually. But more than anything, if that's something that they actually dreamt of doing, they're doing it because it's more so what they're convicted to do. Like I said, somebody's dream might be to be a beauty like a hairdresser when when the time comes. I don't know. I'm just throwing different things out there. There's little girls that always wanted to do hair. That's their dream. Oh, it's always been my dream to do hair and have a salon. So for the little girl that's her dream, all right, it's great that that's your dream, but what do you need to actually do it? You need the money to do it. So you need capital. Like where you gonna get the money from? You got to be creative, or you got to go to the bank. So it's either going to be creative financing, where you reach out to friends and the family members, or nowadays you can do a GoFundMe. You can do all type of shit to get the money to go into build, do your business and pursue your dream. It's so many different ways that you can go, but of course it's going to take time and energy to do it. So just think about that. But then let's say that same little girl trades. She learned to trade. Now she trades and she makes money. Now the same dream that she had, she could just do it herself. You see what I'm saying? There's a difference. So that's why I get excited, because I'm like, you don't understand really what it means when you say freedom. This is the freedom I'm talking about. I'm literally talking about you're free to do whatever you want. But I'm never comparing whatever your dream is to trading. I'm looking at trading as the means to pursue whatever you want to do. No matter what it is. You could do whatever you want to do and not have to rely on the bank or creative financing or getting a loan or looking for grants or asking people to help to invest in your business or asking people for a loan. You don't got to do none of that. You're self-sufficient all the way through. Come on, man. Like that's a whole different dynamic. And that's why I like to have these dialogues, because these are real conversations that we should have. It's like, well, what is it that you actually want to do? Oh, well, my actual dream is to, I actually want to be a chef, or I actually want to be a musician. Okay. No matter what it is that you want to do, if it's something that you actually want to do, it's going to require financing of some type, like money, capital to start with, right? Where you going to get it from? That becomes the challenge for everybody. But what I'm saying is that the nature of what trading allows you to do gives you the freedom, and it gives you the position to do anything that you want to do. You can use trading as the vehicle. That's why I always talk about this being a skill, because that's what it is. Like, this is a skill set that when you develop it, now you're in position because you're able to make money and you understand the dynamic of the market. So you're never in a position throughout your journey to be stressed. It's different if, I mean, like one example I'll use. I used to know a lot of day traders. Like, I'm talking about day traders on Wall Street. Like, this is back, I'm going way back now. I'm going back like 20 plus years. These dudes were how old I am now. I'm 41 now. At the time, they were like in their 40s. They were day traders in the stock market. They used to go, it was like a whole office. And it was like they were renting out the computers and access to all of the feeds, the news information, the data feeds. They had access to all of this digital information so that they can get information first so that they can trade. And it was like you had to have an account with that company. The minimum was 100,000. So your day trading account, you couldn't even be a day trader unless you had $100,000 account or more. And most of them, it was larger than that. Some of them had 150,000, $200,000 accounts. The vice president, I knew him. His account was $500,000, and he was a day trader. And they used to be stressed. Like, understand what I'm saying? And this is why there's an association to this day with trading, because people associate trading with day trading. But what we do is not that. Like, that's what I'm saying. Let me make sure this thing don't die. Is this thing charging? Yeah, we good. Yeah, so they used to associate, or not even used to, I think people still associate it. They associate trading with the idea of day trading. But day trading is not what we do. I'm telling you what day trading was. And I don't even think it exists in the same dynamic. But listen to me. You used to have a six-figure account. Even at a small shop, you needed a minimum of 50,000. Minimum. Just to sit in the chair. Like you couldn't even be at a desk if your account wasn't 50,000 or more. And at the firms I'm talking about, it was six figures. It had to be 100,000 or more. And this was in like early 2000. This was like in the late 90s, early 2000 I'm talking about. And you were day trading, you were probably either doing stocks or you were doing indices. At that time, like the NASDAQ was heavy. NASDAQ was heavy. S&P 100, which was OEX, that was another heavy one. S&P 500. A lot of them traded the Dow. I remember when they first came out with ETFs. I remember when the NASDAQ became an actual, it became on the actual New York Stock Exchange or whatever exchange it's traded on. There was a time when the NASDAQ wasn't even traded. The NASDAQ was just an exchange. It was just the digital exchange. And it was what it stands for, North American Standard Derivatives Automated Quotation System. I think that's what NASDAQ stands for. Some shit like that, but whatever. So, like, I'm going back so far. I'm kind of just talking right now, rambling a little bit because I'm just thinking back. And I'm like, yo, these dudes used to be day trading for real. And they were stressed. Like their goal used to be to make like $1,000 to $2,000 a day. But to do that, a lot of time they would have to risk half of the account, jumping in and out of stocks, like getting little fractional moves on the stocks. And another reason that they had their accounts that large is so that the spreads that they paid were very small, so that they could make more money off of the smaller moves. But you had to be right. You over there messing around with a stock and it start moving on you, and news comes out. Like they looking at news, they looking at all this information. They got literally like you see these setups that people be having now for Forex. That's a joke. You might have 5 or 6 monitors. These setups I'm talking about, it was 20 monitors. 20. It was 5, 5, 5. Then you had a big one in the middle, the computer. You had 4 keyboards, 5, 5. It was the whole thing looked like a mirror of monitors. It was like 20 monitors. And that was one station. It was retarded. I'm like, yo, y'all really do this? Y'all are stressed. And they used to be stressed. I knew a couple of dudes that had committed suicide and all that shit because they like blew their accounts out. Hundreds of thousands of dollars. I remember, and matter of fact, in 2008, with the crash, I knew a guy. I remember him vividly. I knew him. He committed suicide in 2008 off of that shit. He blew his accounts. Straight killed himself. So when I think back to that, I'm like, that was stressful. You see what I'm saying? So that's why I appreciate what we do even more, because I'm like, this is not that at all. You gotta understand, like we got a phone today. One phone, one device is running your entire business. This shit is different, man. Like, it's totally different. Totally. The pound look good too. Hold on a second. That euro still that euro still taking people's food, I see. Man. Yeah, but Okay, so Lamar traded for 10 years, 1.5 on NADEX. Okay. Um, that's right. Rich said, learn the skill, become the bank. 100%. Lewis said he been trading for about 10 years off and on. Okay. Yeah, so I mean, I understand like when you say like you've been trading for years. Like literally I've been trading Forex since 2004. Just Forex. 16 years? Yeah, so that's about 16 years. I've been trading Forex alone since 2004. And before 2004, I was trading stock and index options. I traded futures, I traded commodities. I worked on Wall Street. And now mind you, this was like this was mad early. Cause when I had my first apprenticeship, I was 16. I lied about my age to get it. And the guy brought me into an apprenticeship at Solomon Brothers. And this is how I learned brokerage and stocks and how it all worked from inside. So I became very familiar with things at a very, very early age. So by the time I was in my 20s, I had already a lot of experience because I had already been exposed to the way that the markets work and the inner workings of brokerages and shit like that. So I was very ingrained already into the financial markets. By the time I got into Forex, I was already seasoned in the markets. So that's why it didn't take me that long to figure things out with Forex. 2004 to 2006, by the time I got to 2006, I was making more money than I was making at my job. Twice as much. And that job, I was making 80,000 a year. And that was my last job in 2006. And I left there voluntarily and been on my own ever since. So that's a long time. Like 10 years is a long time. But like I'm just going back because I'm thinking about, well, damn, how long have I actually been in the markets? I've been in the markets for a long time. And I think that probably has something to do with the reason why I'm so laid back now, because I'm like, I remember when that shit was actually stressful for real for people. Just like I'm talking about the day traders. When I saw what they did, I was like, there's no way I can do that. I can't do what y'all do at all. Y'all are stressed. I mean, they was in there, they used to be yelling and screaming, throwing monitors, breaking shit, like all type of stuff. I mean, I broke a few laptops. They used to be in there breaking equipment, like breaking equipment in the office. It was crazy. They used to need security because dudes used to be coming up there threatening, the people working in the shop. It was crazy, man. Yeah, but anyway, Ernest said Lamar talk to restaurant owners first. Restaurant business is rough. Most chef owners would rather be hands-on to reduce costs, maybe look into food truck and target events. Food truck is another good one. That's a good one. Yep, that's another good one. David said Paley's bonds are considered most safe but low returns. Don't own any. All stocks in my portfolio. Lamar said just want the chef to focus on great food and have someone manage the rest. I would just visit when I'm hungry. Yeah. Yeah. See, Lamar, now you're talking. Because now you being honest with what you actually want to do. You know what I'm saying? You really just greedy and want to eat and shit. So you really just need a chef to be at your restaurant every day cooking what you want to eat. Right? So you go there every day and just eat. So really the lunch of the day or the meal of the day is whatever you wanted to eat that day. But ain't nothing wrong with that. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing wrong with that. It just might work. What if what if other people like what you like? Might work. And then now you got all the social media. All you gotta do is just make videos. Just record. Like record the dude in the kitchen cooking. Like, yo, he's making me some He making me a steak right now. Steak and potatoes. Let people see the process of him cooking. And then let them see you eat it. Hey, I'll just say, man. He said, I invest in real estate, but need to see what happens with COVID-19 first. I think real estate is a little overrated. It's a little overrated. It requires a lot if you want that to be a profitable thing for you. You gotta, you know, like you gotta have not just the knack for real estate. You gotta have the patience for it. A lot of transactions, they take a long time. Like stuff don't just happen fast. Like you don't just do a deal and it's like 1, 2, 3. All type of stuff happens during the deal that can prolong the deal, that can change the dynamic and the numbers of the deal. It's a lot of stuff that goes on. You gotta have the stomach for that. Sometimes you be in contract and the buyer pulls out. Now I thought about I actually don't want to do it. Now time has to go by because you can't necessarily break that contract right away because there's a contract. So there's a certain amount of time that has to go by before that property can become available again. Shit like that. Or sometimes during the closing process, the buyer don't even meet all the requirements. They met it during the pre-screen, but then when you get to the table to close, come to find out that something's missing or something is wrong. It could be it's just a lot. Like you need the stomach for that shit. It's not just 1, 2, 3. Like, all right, I'm gonna make all this money in real estate. No, it doesn't happen like that. Yo, pollen is so annoying. This shit just make your eyes burn. Damn. All right, cool. So euro on the pound. I mean, overall, everything is looking good for the reopen anyway. So I'm liking that. I'm digging that for sure. And you make sure you like the video. I'm just reading what y'all said. Adele says, sound like you a Black Monday situation. Yo, y'all just see, I'm telling you, you seen that day trading setup? You'd have just left. You're like, nah, I ain't, nah. I'm not interested at all. I think that stocks are good if you're doing it from the perspective of the businesses. I think stocks are long term. That's a long term thing, in my opinion. Yeah, I think that's long term. ETF's good. Yep. Dividend paying stocks is also another good approach to investing in stocks, in my opinion. I saw Swave on here. What's good, man? Yeah, Shahara hit it on the head. Real estate is a full-time job. Your involvement can be a lot. Yes, yes, yes. Jay Carter said, I just want to trade and write my movie. There you go. Lamar, so the conclusion is that there's nothing better than trading. So what do you do with the spare time? I get bored easily. Man, listen. If you can't figure out what to do with your time, I don't know what to tell you, man. It's a lot of stuff you could do with your free time. I mean, like for me, like personally, what I do, I fill it up with stuff that I like. Like that's why I started vlogging, cause I always be checking out different vlogs. Like I literally will find myself online looking at random people's vlogs, just watching it for a minute. Like, oh, that's interesting. Oh, oh, I like that. Like, so I started vlogging just to kind of kill time, to be honest, because I have way more free time now too with the kids being out of school. Um, Everything I do fills up the gap of time, really. But it's so funny how, like, no matter what I'm doing, I'm still observing the market simultaneously. So it's so crazy how the business is still running while I'm doing stuff. You know what I'm saying? The business is running because I'm always watching the market if I'm out and about doing anything. Yep, but you figure it out. And I mean, between that and like training really is probably the reason that I'm never bored, because I do that all the time and it's second nature. And if I ever think for a second that I'm getting bored, all I got to do is just start training, and I'm not bored no more. Just press play and I'm good. So yeah, it's easy for me not to get bored. That's funny. Jay Carly says, she said what I just said. We don't get bored because we train all the time. Rich said, then they want to add amendments to the contract. I got in and out of that game. Too much maintenance. Real estate. I agree. Yep, David Payless, I recommend for 401k or IRA. Just put everything in low fee funds. Vanguard dividend growth. Vanguard is the best long-term mutual fund company, in my opinion. I agree. Yep, Vanguard is awesome. David, my friends ask me for a get-rich-quick stock scheme, but I give them the boring answers that are proven to work long term. Long term, yeah, because there is no get-rich-quick in anything. It's so funny how people always ask for that or look for that, but never do it. If nobody ever does it, why would you think that you're gonna do it? I never understood that. If I didn't do it, why do you think you're gonna do it? I didn't get rich quick. Why would you think you're gonna get rich quick? Why? That drinking game, huh? Ernest said travel in your spare time. Of course, after COVID, of course. He said go live in Costa Rica in your spare time. Oh man. Costa Rica is awesome out here. Lamar, I suppose this kind of lockdown making me feel like I need to do other things. I don't know. That just might be in your character, Lamar. You seem like you get restless. Shahara says she don't work too far from Vanguard, same neighborhood. Nice. Nice. Ernest said Vanguard is the gold standard. Yes, it is. Yup. Oh, I'm sorry. My bad. I'm sorry, Glaston. Let me finish. Wait a second. Oh, okay. I remember now. All right, cool. They call these funny. She said message him until he sends it. She's right though. She is correct. You message me enough, you'll get my attention. I'll be like, who the hell is that? Look, last he was patient too. He said he gonna wait till after the live. See what he was willing to do? That's a good sign. That patience, man. Every time Mark sprays the alcohol, we're gonna take a shot. Oh boy. That's a game right there. You're gonna be drunk as hell. Y'all gonna get lit on yo, if y'all do that Friday, you're gonna be lit. And you gotta do it too. You gotta take the shot. Man. Lamar said, anyhow, I'm thankful every day and grateful for everything and appreciate you all for your comments. Absolutely. Absolutely. Rich said, even gold diggers gotta wait for the old fella to pass away. Facts. You right, Rich. Ernest said he think about moving to Costa Rica. Jay Carly said, start bodybuilding. That will take up to about 3 to 4 hours of your day. And you come out swole. You could do that too. Charles said moved someplace below the hurricane belt. Right. Keep the water on deck. You're messing around with me with the alcohol, man. I don't know. You gonna need courage. Cause I do that shit so often. I don't even know how many times I do that. I really don't. And I don't even think about it. It's subconscious. Yeah, you're gonna need courage. J. Carter says she would have died, but she got some bottles. Oh man. Rich said lockdown makes you think of things that you've always wanted to do. Let's hope that traveling is not restricted long term. Yeah, I mean eventually everything will go back, you know, to what we're used to. It will be different though. Like make no mistake about it. Things will be different. And I hope that the majority of the changes will be for the better, you know, just so that people are more aware, less nasty and more aware, more considerate of others, you know. J. Carter said that's a great way to stay hydrated. You better be shoot. You mess around with that wine will tear you up too. It creeps up on you. Next thing you know, you drink the whole bottle. Today alone, J. Carter, you probably would have ended up taking like 8 shots, right? I must have sprayed that at least 7, 8 times. Sure, as soon as they say we can fly and I finish Project 21. Oh, you gonna travel? Yep. J. Carter said rent a condo in St. Lucia. St. Lucia is beautiful. I like the jazz festivals there. Sure, Harvest said I always think of all the things I want to do, have a laundry list of things I want to do. One of my business ventures will be investing in startups. Okay. What is that called? There's a word for that. It's like funding. What's the word? What's the word I'm looking for? What's the word for that, Shahara? Venture capitalism. Thank you. Jesus. So venture capitalism is interesting. Whew, excuse me. That's another very interesting. That's another very, very interesting thing to do. It's very interesting. It's very interesting. When you have smart people that are looking at the angles of new startups, I think that could be very, very lucrative. I would the the way that I would want to be a part of any type of venture capitalism is when the people behind looking at the startups are very hands-on and they're looking at the startups from the business long-term perspective, because it's like I give you all right, let me just try to like explain where I'm going with what I'm saying right now. You see different ideas that come up, like for apps or for something that you think could be trendy, that could pop, that could blow up. You might see a startup and the way that they are positioned is trendy and you like the idea of what they're doing. It may not necessarily have the structure of a long-term business though, but it could be a great idea that could blow up, right? You know, to be able to differentiate between the two and to know exactly what your objective is and to be consistent with your objective, I think is the way that the venture capitalist organization will have consistent success, because you'll wait. It's like you won't be so anxious to jump on something just because it's a new idea or because you are emotional about the idea of it working. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of ideas like that. It's plenty. It's a bunch of them that didn't work. Couple of them slipped through and became $1 billion, ideas that popped off. So the difference between that and then actually looking at startups as far as it being a business, like an actual business that will be positioned long term, I would be more cut from that cloth, where I'm looking at this as long term business opportunity more so than an idea that can pop. Of course, there's always that idea that comes along that you just may not necessarily be able to resist because you're like, oh, this just makes sense. You know what I'm saying? But it would have to be something that just makes that much sense. It's kind of like how people have a concept now of AI. Like people talk about AI now like it happened already. It didn't happen yet. AI is going to happen, but it's not there yet. You see what I'm saying? So you can't really focus on AI yet because it hasn't reached the point where it makes sense to do anything with, because nobody cares about AI yet. The majority of people are like, nobody is messing with AI like that yet. Will we be? I'm sure that we will be, but it ain't there yet. It's just not there yet. You know what I mean? So like that type of shit. But I think venture capitalism is a good idea when you know what you focused on doing and your objectives are the same. Yeah, and that's what I mean. Like you can use Snapchat. That's a good example. You can use TikTok, but even Snapchat. You know how many other apps were created that were Snapchats that didn't make it, that failed? So it's like when you look at Snapchat, you really have to look at why did it work. You got to go back and look at the history of the timing of when it happened. Like, why did this pop off like this? Why? It's just like, well, why did Twitter work? Why did Facebook work? Because none of these started they didn't start the way that they ended up. Facebook didn't start the way that it is now. They didn't have everything in place the way that it is now when it started. When it started, it was some shit that was in college, right? The what's their name? The Winklevoss twins, was it them? They had originally started the idea. It wasn't even called Facebook at first. It was called some other shit. Then it became Facebook. As a matter of fact, first it was the Facebook, I think. Then they just named it Facebook. And then it just gradually progressed and it kept morphing into, more and more things. But originally it was supposed to just be some type of it was like a picture sharing app or something, like you upload your picture and some shit, whatever it was. You know what it was, because if you look at the movie, it talks about the history of it. So, you take an idea like that, when it started out, it didn't start out the way that it ended. So when you look at how something blows up, it's usually not blowing up the way that it started. It blows up because it catches on somehow into the mainstream of what people are looking to do at the time. It somehow attaches to the culture. That's what TikTok did. And matter of fact, that's what TikTok is still doing. Like literally all TikTok is people taking existing music clips and doing some type of dance or some shit to it. And shit is going viral off of existing music. That's what TikTok be doing. That's how it became as popular as it is. And of course, who did it start off with? It started off with little kids. Little kids made TikTok pop. Now you start to see the whole demographic is shifted. Now older folks, the teenagers, now grown folks is messing with TikTok. So you see like how you either have to be forward thinking and be a visionary to see where something will tie into culture. If you able to do that, you'll spot shit right away. You'll be able to see, you know what? This right here has the potential to do this. And then it would make sense. But other than that, you don't know what's going to turn into what. Like if you're just looking at everything as it is when it starts, you'd be like, oh, this is some bullshit. This shit ain't going to work. You know how many people turn down Facebook? You know how many people turned down Uber? You didn't know what Uber was going to become. When Uber started, they thought it was going to be some shit that was like supposed to be a joke. They didn't take it serious at all. And it was like, well, what is Uber? Is Uber supposed to be replacing taxis? No. It's not here to replace taxis. Uber is actually selling time. If you can take your phone and request a car to pick you up where you are and take you where you want to go, you know exactly when the car going to be here. You know exactly when you're going to get to your destination, and you know how much it costs. Boom, 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 wow. This is what Uber. What is Uber's? What are people doing with Uber? Why do people use Uber? To save time. They don't really give a shit about a cab. Like Uber is not competing with cabs. If you think about it, the reason that Uber blew is because it's giving people exactly what they want. Time. You know how much time you can save by knowing how much it costs to go from here to there? And you know when the car gonna be here. You know what kind of car is coming. Nah, I don't want that car. I want a truck. I want to ride in the truck. You request a truck. You know how much the shit costs. You go into the airport. You know what time it's gonna be here. You know what time you're gonna. Come on, yo. Time. And it's from your phone. Time. That's what Uber sells. That's why it blew. It didn't blow because, oh, look at, this is going to replace cabs. Cabs are still on the street. The only thing it did do was it disrupted the cab industry. Now, it did do that. But it's not the replacement to cabs. It's a step up from cabs because people want the time. You see what I'm saying? So when you actually look at shit from the perspective of what it actually is, it begins to make sense. And you're like, oh, that's why the idea was crazy. You see what I'm saying? If you would have thought about it like that from the beginning and invested in Uber, you would be a billionaire now. But you would have had to have thought that whole thing through. Like, let's actually look at this for a second. What is Uber actually doing? Let me go through the whole process. And then you go through the process and you're like, wait, I'm able to do this from my phone? Like, look at how much time I just saved. I don't have to call a cab. I don't have to be in a cab, you know, with a smelly cab driver. Not to say that, you know, people driving Ubers don't stink too, but I'm just saying, at least in the Uber, you know that this is somebody that actually more than likely is taking care of their car. It's a car you want to be in. It's a car you got to pick. Come on, man. Like, I'm telling you, man. It's crazy. Yep. Yeah, it's in real time. Right. Right. A driving service doesn't have a car inventory. Exactly. Exactly. And it's available 24/7. Come on, man. Come on, man. That was a major thing for a while. Uber's still not in every country because of how much it disrupts their cab service. Right. Right. Yep. Oh, that was a good movie, Rich. I know what you're talking about. What up, Jeff? Is that what it's called? In Time? That was a good movie. I saw that. That was ill. Yep, that was ill. Yeah, so I mean, it's a lot of good ideas, and it's a lot of businesses too. A lot of good business ideas out here, and you really just got to kind of filter through everything. And I think more than anything, tap into the culture of what people do. Like either go into a specific niche, like a very specific thing, and look and observe, and then see what's already out there, and then see where there's a gap, like what's missing. Because people always want more time and more convenience. That's something that people are willing to pay for. People are willing to pay for time. It's the same reason why people paying for delivery right now. I had I forgot what it was that we was ordering, but we was ordering some food, and they asked about delivery, and I just looked at the cost of the delivery. The delivery was like $15. I was like, who's paying that much? People pay that shit all the time, just so that they don't have to go out and get the food. People are willing to pay to save time. They'll pay for that. And they do that shit every day. Uber Eats is crazy right now. Uber Eats, what's the other one? Postmates, like a bunch of them services where they deliver food. Grubhub. There's a couple of other ones too out there. A couple of other ones out there. DoorDash. Yep. I mean, I think that's like hitting lottery. So Harvard said this ain't the next big AI idea will make the first trillionaire. I can imagine. And I'm sure that they're right. Come on, man. Why are you calling me? Yeah. She said, before voting, I've ordered things from the market because I was too damn lazy to drive up the street. Yo. Yup. People pay it, man. People pay it. They just, they incorporate it into their budget. They're like, yo, I don't gotta leave the house. I'm good. I'm good. It's very interesting too. You'll be surprised what people are willing to pay for. And I think when you just observe and pay attention to what they're willing to pay for, it shows you where the opportunity is. It really does. And I think that that's what makes good business ideas, is when people study and observe different areas and find like a gap, like find something that is not there and then fill it. And that's going to be the good business idea. Yep. Now people who weren't using those services before are using them now. Exactly. Exactly. So you see how they were already positioned. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like they was already established. It's crazy. Paley said, I was talking to a DoorDasher, said business must be dead for you right now because of Corona. He said business is booming more now. Exactly. Exactly. Yeah, there's a lot of, I'm telling you, there's a lot of these people that are doing deliveries, and I see them literally every day. They are they making all kind of money. Like for real. They making a lot of money right now. I think that they're even paying them more. They're charging people more. They're paying the drivers and the delivery people more money. They're getting paid more. It's crazy. Come on, Rich. He said $15 for no stress ain't bad. That's a fact. Shahara, with Rona being a new normal for a minute, think about how many people will get used to those services and continue to use them. Yes, you're right. Ernest said, but do you want all that delivery contact right now? I don't think people want it, but shit, when you hungry, what you gonna do? I mean, it's like any way you look at it, there's contact somehow, whether you go get it yourself or somebody bring it to you. You go out to get it yourself, you still gonna come in contact with people in the supermarket and in the store. You still come into contact with them. So no matter what you come into contact, it's really probably more so to what degree are you coming into contact with people. Some people might have the logic, one person delivering me some food is one person. It went from the kitchen to the person, maybe one person in between that handled the food or the bag, to the delivery person, and then to you. And then when it come in your house, at least you can disinfect it, take your shit out the bag, leave the bag and all that out there, and just do what you can, to try to stay as sterile as possible. Delivery guy come into contact with a lot of people. But when I see them, they got their gloves and masks on, but of course they got to come in contact with everybody that they dropping off to. But the good thing about these delivery services is there's no cash. There's no money being transferred. So they really just picking up a bag, getting on their shit, going to the building or to the house and dropping off the bag. They don't got to handle money. You see what I'm saying? Like there's much less than there used to have to be. Yep. From the porch to the sink to the bleach wipes. Then I toss and seal the gloves, bags, and bleach my sink. There you go. It is a process, and it's a process worth doing if you want to stay away from shit. Another good thing to do, you could put shit in the microwave. Nuke it. You nuke it, it'll kill it. Pay said, I ordered some food. What I worry about is the cook, not the dasher. I mean, Paley's, what you gonna do, man? Just make sure you order hot food. Shit. Yeah, walking up and down aisles is the process too. Yeah, and it's still a better process than going into the store. I mean, it's like you not winning 100% either way, because the fact remains you don't know anything. What do you actually know? So the most that you can do is just whatever your process is to try to keep everything at a minimum. You know what I'm saying? As far as the cleanliness. Yep. But I will say I don't personally order like Uber Eats and all that. I don't do that. I'll go get my own food. That's just me. But I know for a fact that there are millions of people that they not leaving the house. Like, you know, you telling people to stay home. It's really people staying home for real. It's people that ain't been out yet. I know people have not left the house since, what it was, April 7th? Whatever the first day was that they said stay home, they've been in the house since then. They have not even left. Don't even go outside for air. They ain't leave the house yet. So, yeah, but Ernest said he loving Walmart right now. So peaceful. Shahara says she got a friend was home for 2 weeks, or was home 4 weeks, and just went out for the first time like 2 days ago. That's real. It's really going on. Yep. Paley said he went for a bike ride in his neighborhood. It was dead. Thought it was The Walking Dead. I ain't gonna front. I be liking to see nobody outside, especially like when I go to the park, because I like to jog. It's beautiful when ain't nobody else out there jogging with you. Yep, it is beautiful. I'm the same way. I don't like being around. Like, I don't like people being close to my car. I don't like people just being close. Period. Like, back up. I'm strategic when I go, like, even to the supermarket. When I have to go, I know what time to go. When I go, ain't nobody in there. Ain't nobody in there. That's better than being in there with a bunch of people that's in there walking around and shopping and breathing. Jay Carly ain't that happening. Witness it in real time, right? Indeed. Yes. Yes. Yep. So it's nothing new. Up, there go another shot, Jay Carly. Jay Carly drunk right now. Jay Carly is lit, messing with my alcohol. Oh man. All right, y'all. Let me get up out of here. I will see you guys on training later. Everybody else, I will see y'all tomorrow. Y'all be safe out here. Be safe. Yeah, make sure y'all like the video also. Yep. All right, y'all. Peace.